Hey folks, it's Charlie here from Charlie in the Rain, and I am joined by one of my favorite local acts. This is an interview that I have been wanting to do for so long, and I am so excited. If you haven't met this artist today, you are about to fall in love with her music. I am so obsessed. The artist I'm sitting down with today is like an absolute local legend if you're around South Brisbane. If not, you might have heard her popping up on Triple J or seen her perform at some of your favorite local festivals. I'm joined here today with Lottie McLeod. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you so much for making the time to chat. I feel like you've taken over my playlist over the past few years, so to get to finally chat to you is so special.
I know. I can't wait. I've wanted to do this for ages.
Heck yeah. Well, let's get into it. You've recently popped back up on our radar after the success of your EP, Bug. Earlier this year, you released a track called Important to You. Obsessed with. You just cut straight to the core with these songs, and I formed these like massive emotional attachments to them.
Thank you.
But recently you've just dropped a new single called Sunburnt.
Yes.
Can you take us through this track and tell us a little bit about Sunburnt whilst the sun is coming out for us?
Of course. Yeah, I wrote Sunburnt about a little 3-week relationship I had.
Heck
3.5
yeah.
weeks. It was a little bit longer than that.
That's the important stipulation.
And yeah, I really, really liked this person and probably got a bit ahead of myself. But yeah, I really liked him. I met his parents and it was going well. Yeah.
That's a lot for 3.5 weeks.
I know. Probably a bit much, but that's all right. But yeah, he broke up with me, which was really sad. But I also just kind of took the L for it. And even though I wanted it back, I just kind of went on with my life because it's kind of embarrassing to want someone you only had for a month back. But it's still also very human to be upset about those little things as well. So I think Sunburnt was just kind of a little coping mechanism to make myself feel better about that whole situation. I kind of put a whole bunch of different ocean themes into the song. Kind of wanted to see how much of that I could squeeze into one song. And yeah, I really love it. I'm really happy with how it came out.
Yeah, I love it because I consider myself to be a massive yearner, and you really speak to this yearning community. You speak to the baddies that they know exactly what they want. They see the wedding planned out before the first conversation. And I feel like this song, you really tap into it in such a gorgeous way, but also like I like to think of it as like grotesque poetry with some of the lyrics you've got going on. You're like, oh, this isn't just like all roses and love. It's like, I want to peel off like your sunburnt dead skin. I want everything. I am so obsessed with how you write. Like this is through all your songs. It's such just like, you have this way with words where it's like, wow, I never have ever heard this in a song before, but I'm obsessed.
Thank you so much. Yeah. I love those. I really love those grotesque lyrics. Yeah, I think there's something really like beautiful about having almost disturbing lyrics throughout music. All of my favorite artists do it. One of my favorite artists, Samir, is really good at that. Phoebe Bridgers, obviously. So yeah, I just wanted to tap into that and see if I could do it myself. Yeah.
How does it feel to have those real like inner yearnings and like real private type thoughts that most people would be scared to put in their diary? You put it out in a song, and those songs, they're massive. People add them to their playlist, they get played on the radio. How does it feel to have have like listeners be able to have that insight into your life and be able to see those maybe weird, maybe secret feelings that you're publicly displaying?
Yeah. I feel like in general, that way. In general, I feel like a pretty open book. I kind of have always been the person to just say what I'm thinking to, somebody I like, or I don't know, anyone. I just kind of say things how they are. I've always been that way. Maybe I shouldn't. maybe that's not good. But yeah, honesty is always, I think it's cliche, but like the best thing to everything. And I think that's just really come out in my music, even, before I started writing music. And I think probably that's a big reason why I started songwriting, because I am that way. I don't know if this is making sense.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, because I feel like that's a real beauty with creative type things, whether it's writing a song or writing a story or just like any sort of creative vessel, creating physical art. You get those weird parts of your brain out there, and that's even just listening to your music. I feel so seen. Like some of your lyrics, like it's me against the rest of the city in So Much Better.
Yeah.
I literally have that like written
No
down,
way.
like on a poster on my wall.
Oh my god.
Because I'm just like,
I love that.
it speaks to me. It speaks to so many people probably listening. The way you just manage to, I don't know, summarize these like me versus the world feelings in a world that sometimes feels much bigger than what you're experiencing. You draw a lot on location, and we live near each other. We grew up in the same sort of areas. So I feel like that's why it really speaks to me. But it's had such a widespread approach. So many people are coining onto your songs who may have never been walking through the streets of Brisbane City feeling like it's them versus the world. Can I maybe have a bit of an insight into your songwriting world? What's your inspiration, especially using themes like Brisbane and your local areas to create these worlds?
Yeah. I'm always just writing about my life. Different experiences I've been through. That's almost what all of my songs are about. Like that lyric you said, me against the rest of the city. That's kind of about comparison in Brisbane. It's especially being a musician, and it's really easy to look at what everyone else is doing and put yourself down. Whether that's in your career or romantically or literally everything.
Trust me, I sit on the bus and I just stare out the window at like watching the city skyscrapers turn into suburban houses, and I'm like, you get it. You completely get what I'm feeling.
Yeah, thank you. But yeah, I all the time just write. You could go through my notes on my phone. It's just like one-liners of different things I'm feeling. Also, I don't just write about myself a lot of the time. Like I have songs that are very much from other people's perspectives as well, and putting myself into their shoes too. Sometimes when I actually am really happy and I'm nothing going on in my life, it's fun to just see what my friends are feeling and things like that. But yeah, if that answers the question.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, that makes so much sense because I was thinking about your music and sort of your catalogue last night. While I've been really big on the new Olivia Rodrigo album,
Oh, that's
and it's
great.
sort of like you seem pretty sad for a girl so in love, and I'm thinking about it. I'm like, you really capture the you seem pretty sad aspect with your music, but so much of what I know about you is you are like such a bright person, and you have such this positive sort of like energy and like demeanor to you. So it's really like the two sides of that story that come through with your artistry.
I think a big part of being a musician is being really over dramatic. I feel like sometimes I annoy myself. So I'm like, just shut up. You're okay.
It's like you're going way too deep with this.
Girl, you're fine. It's all good.
Yes, no, that's so valid. But we mentioned you really tap into the locality. You just captured the essence of living in Brisbane and growing up in these sort of areas that I feel like something a lot of artists I love tend to do. You've got artists like Greta Ray, who writes so much about Melbourne that I listen to the songs and be like I am walking down Brunswick Street in Melbourne, and it's like, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
But you just feel like you're exactly where that story is. And you've gone even further with this. I feel like you've done it a lot throughout your career with sort of name dropping places and really capturing the essence of certain locations. You have an EP coming out so soon in September, and it's called The Boathouse. You have literally put like a pin on the map with this EP. Can you take us through the Boathouse and how you've tied in your local experiences and really, really sort of taken your diary, journal entries of your day and put it out into these songs?
Yeah. The Boathouse, I called it that because we're here right now.
Yes.
I feel like a lot of serious and personal conversations I've had with people, I've always come here to talk to them about it. Sometimes it's subconsciously all the time. I don't know, it's peaceful. I don't know what it is about this place, but
there's like a gorgeous view here. I was sitting here before with my notebook and my pen, and I was like, I could just conquer like the world here. I could just write anything here.
it's lovely. So yeah, maybe that's why me and my serious conversations come here, just to bring everything down a little bit. But yeah, there's some songs in the EP about coming here to. The first lyric of the Boathouse, the song is "We get along, talk it out by the boathouse, try not to cry." So I just think that being the opening lyric of the EP, it kind of felt right, and it felt like it kind of captures all of the serious conversations that I go through in the EP. Yeah.
Gosh, I feel like your music, maybe I'm just taking this like super like parasocially, but I've also had some like real deep moments at the Boathouse. I remember like coming down here during exam block and stuff like that, and it's just like you speak to such a personalized local experience. I love it so much.
Thank you.
I'd love to ask, when we get the Boathouse on the 25th of September, what's the best way that fans can jump into this world? What would you suggest is our ideal listening experience for the first time we're going top to bottom? How are we doing that?
I think something I like to do a lot is after work I'll get the ferry to Tenerife. And I just do like a massive, sometimes 2-hour walk from Tenerife to South Bank. And I just put on my headphones and listen to a couple of albums all the way through while the sun's going down, and it's really beautiful. So you don't have to do a walk that long.
I was gonna say 2 hours might be a bit much for this EP.
Yeah, it's not that long. But yeah, maybe go for a walk along the river. Put on your headphones and just take it in. Or honestly, with a lamp at home, with a glass of red wine. That's me every night. Yeah, anything that's peaceful, just anything that feels right for you, and just how you normally like to take in music. It's the lyrics to the song are really personal to me. I feel like I'm a songwriter before everything else, so just the way that you can, take in the lyrics, I think, because I'm really proud of them. So, yeah.
Yes, I love that, and I'd love to ask. I think you came onto my radar. I think it was your second proper like big single. Was it Bridge was your second proper? Yeah, I feel like that's when you really came onto my radar. So I've been following along for a little while
That's a while.
Gosh, and as I said, like we're kind of growing up in the same area at the same time. So you've got that perfect soundtrack for me for all of my big life experiences. And I feel like that's such a gorgeous thing about local music and really getting into the local scene is you find those artists that are sort of like parallel to your journey, and they can soundtrack every step in sort of real time. With being a young person releasing music, your music can sort of act like pinpoints through your journey of life, and as you grow, your artistry and your music grows. I'd love to ask, do you think there's been any big growth or big changes since you released your last EP, Bug?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like with Bug, I was still very, very new to the studio, very new to songwriting, and I learned how to play guitar in 2020, and I didn't start writing music until 2022.
Wow.
So I feel like I was still very, very much learning. I still am.
I feel like everyone is.
Everyone is. But yeah, all of those studio experiences were, I didn't really know how to navigate it properly.
Fair, yeah.
And I also think a lot of the time with Bug, I would go into the studio and have a really clear idea of what I wanted something to sound like, which is a good way to be.
Yeah.
But I felt like I was leaving disappointed some of the time because it wasn't exactly how I saw it in my head.
Yeah, like you've got the exact image, and when it doesn't match up, it just isn't right.
Yeah. And it, irks you. And I felt like that's kind of how I felt with some of the songs. I love that EP with all my heart.
I was gonna say, that's such like, it isn't a debut EP that a normal person would put out. It is so much higher in like in quality, in the way that it resonates with so many people, like not just myself. It feels like it's a body of work that someone who's been working on it for like 10 plus years.
Oh my god,
like, if
thank
that
you.
makes any sense, it is so good.
Thank you so much.
I'm just like, just to hear that there's like there's so much more from you for your career, and it's
Thank
just so
you.
exciting.
That means so much. I feel like with the Boathouse, it feels more like a body of work to me, and I really like it. Like I said before, I love putting on my headphones and just listening to a whole body of work that was intentional, and I feel like the Boathouse feels more intentional to me. I wouldn't necessarily say this EP is about like growth or anything. I just think I've definitely grown since Bug, but at the end of the day, I'm just going through life experiences and writing about them, and I'll probably make the same mistakes that I made on the Boathouse and Bug, and just I guess it's just my way of processing what I've been through rather than moving on. That sounds really bad.
No, that is so valid. I feel like we're at the time in our lives where it's okay to be really dwelling on this stuff.
That's
like,
what I think.
That's what shapes your future experiences.
Yeah.
We're allowed to dwell. We're allowed to yearn.
I know. Yearning is so much fun. But yeah, I think I also have a clearer vision of my music genre as well, I think, with the Boathouse. And yeah, I think you can hear that. Yeah.
I feel like, even in the singles you've put out so far this year for this sort of like era, it's really well defined. You really you just know what you want and you're going for it, even if that's not how it feels to you. It's how it appears from the listener side, and it's just such an exciting thing to be like, I know whatever you're going to put out on this EP is going to resonate so well. Sometimes it's like, oh, I'm scared to pre-order an EP. I'm scared to buy a ticket to tour because I'm not sure what it's going to sound like. I'm not sure what the vibe's going to be. This, I'm like, I'm going to eat it up. I know it's going to find me at the right place.
Thank you so much.
I'd love to ask, you said you've got like a really clear vision for the Boathouse. What was this vision? Did you have like a mood board of sort of influences, or even like I know you write a lot about your personal experiences, but were you watching any TV shows or like hearing any other songs that you're like, oh, I want to tap into that?
Yeah, for sure. Who was I listening to? I think I've really been loving just organic instruments, and I still really like detailed production. You can hear that too, but I kind of feel like I've blended, it kind of in a way sounds like a mix of, 4 people jamming in a band, but also like really detailed production that I love too, and I feel like I've tried to blend both of those worlds together. I have so many music inspirations. Samia, like I said before, I worked with her producer in North Carolina on a couple songs on this EP, which was really, really exciting. Boathouse is probably my favorite song on the EP. Maybe. I don't know. Probably. Haven't actually thought about which one's my favorite. So that was a big thing to say.
It's okay. It's okay. I feel like it's subjective. Every song can be your favorite.
I know. I go through phases. Charlie Hickey is an artist that I really love. He's from LA, and he produces his own music, and he just makes really cool sounds. I love cool sounds. Yeah, I just love weird noises, and there's lots of weird noises on this EP. So yeah. Does that make sense?
That is, I feel like that's it. That's the little promo clip you need. There's lots of weird noises on this EP. I'm so excited.
That's it. That's the interview.
Yes. And like even just like behind us, we've got like the seagulls going off. I feel like
We've got some like jet skis going past too.
We're embracing the weird noises.
This is the EP.
And also, speaking of potentially weird, I'd love to talk to you about a moment that took me for surprise. I'm sure took yourself for surprise. You had a post that went pretty locally viral, and I was shocked at this. I remember I commented on this post like pretty early on, and I'm still getting like notifications on that to this day. And it was like what, 1 or 2 months ago. How does it feel to be really reaching a broad audience with these sort of really niche and hyper specific things you're going through?
I think it's so funny. I kind of this year realized how easy it is to just post on Instagram and not care.
Yeah.
Just because like it's not that deep, and I just kind of enjoy like oversharing and telling everyone about it.
It's so easy to forget, like when you press post on Instagram, it's not just going to like your close group of friends, it's going to like the whole world.
My digital footprint is crazy. But yeah, I think people think it's hilarious, and that just kind of fuels me to keep doing it, because yeah, people love it and people are relating to it. Yeah. It's funny.
And what this specific post, it was the blood test one, and I was like this is so real. Like
Yeah.
Now every time I'm going to go have a blood test, I'm gonna be like, wow, I remember
So
Lottie said this.
Yeah, I don't even know how I came up with that. I'm just like, I was there like, this is kind of really close right now.
Yeah, well, there is a it's romantic.
It's romantic.
Yes.
Yeah. I said what I said.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I love it. I feel like you've just got one of those minds where it's like it's an absolute labyrinth. And I'd love to know how you come up with some of these things, but also like I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay on the outside as well.
I'll let you know when I just had this thought.
It's just like, have you ever thought about this like that before? Yes. Oh, I'm so excited for September and for the Boathouse. Can you let us know how we can best support you in the lead up? What can fans do now or in the next few months as we get closer to the Boathouse release to best let you know that we're keen and we're loving what you're doing?
Yeah, well, you can pre-save. I feel like pre-saving becomes just like this word.
Yeah.
I'm like pre-save, but it helps so much. Also, I'm about to announce my tour later in the year.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Me too. I can't wait. So yeah, obviously buying tickets for tour. I want to see as many people there as I can. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit different from the Bug tour. Have an extra band member this time, so can really go into the whole band side of the EP that I really tapped into. Yeah, buying tickets, pre-saving, but also just, listening to the music and engaging with content. So sometimes it definitely feels like you're screaming into the void.
Oh gosh, yup.
And yeah, it's nice to see people responding and liking what I'm doing. Yeah,
absolutely. And also, like, if you're watching this and you haven't seen Lottie live yet, oh my gosh, can I just say, nothing beats standing in a crowd of people and just like screaming out, "What's the matter, Charlotte? You've been acting kind of different lately." Even if your name isn't Charlotte, like, I'm sure I can share the experience with you. We can share it with you.
We're giving it to you.
It's such like just being in a crowd of people who are singing all the words to your song is just your song to all of your songs is such a cathartic and also like healing experience.
I always just wait for that bridge at the end because it's like the last song of my set and it's like the last 30 seconds of the whole set, and it's so cool to just see everyone getting into that bridge. It's awesome. Yeah.
I hope you know it like changed my life. Like the first time I heard it, I was just sitting there and I was just like, it was the whole like,
me.
It was the whole like, is this play about us? Like, what is going on? I'm like, how did you know? I didn't need to be called out, but maybe I did need to be called out.
I love that. That's so funny.
Gosh, I just forever think about that, and whenever I listen to the song, I embody it. I step into like the crazy like sing along in my bedroom type shoes, and I just get into it. I love it.
Love it so much.
We mentioned live shows. You're performing at a fundraising event coming up in August, and this is such an amazing event. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, I'm also playing live on August 11th for Raising the Roof, raising money for Brisbane Youth Services. Yeah, it's going to be so much fun. Vintage Veneers playing, Exit Guide, Chelsea Co-Star. It's a really cool lineup, and yeah, it's going to be so much fun. It's on a Tuesday night. Who doesn't like a Tuesday night gig?
It's the Eka
Eve.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. I feel like one of my first ever events I went to, like, you know, as an 18-year-old fresh into the Brisbane music scene, was on Eka Eve, and Eka Public Holiday Eve, and I was like, I love it. I love the energy. Everyone's like, it's a public holiday.
Let's bring in weekday gigs.
Heck yeah. But also, like, hot take, I want to be in bed at least before midnight.
Yeah.
Like, we can always make it a little bit earlier. Please, if the doors are opening after 8 p.m, I'm not there.
I'm not coming.
Yes. Oh, I'm so excited to see you there. And I'm just so excited to see you live again. It's been a hot minute since I last saw you live. And yeah, probably since you last played live as well.
I don't think I've played live since February.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really
am itching for it.
Yes.
And it's to learn the new set too.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait to hear these new tracks. I feel like I've heard your like previous EP in so many different variations, like so many different set structures and locations. And I love when an artist just integrates the new stuff in. I can't wait.
Yay. Me too.
Yes. With this new era that you've entered, I would love to ask if you have any hopes and dreams and goals that we can maybe manifest alongside you.
Yes, this is my manifestation to support Phoebe Bridges when she comes to Australia.
Yes, she's got to bring the no phones to
She's got to.
Mm-hmm.
I volunteer.
I'm going to be manifesting that so hard now that you put that idea in my head. Oh my gosh, that'd be perfect.
Obviously it's a long shot.
We're campaigning.
Yeah.
I'll hold up a sign on the street corners being like, come on.
Yeah, I'm on strike until I support Phoebe.
No EP unless she locks it in.
No tour.
Come on, Phoebe, you'd really love the Boathouse. Look at this view.
Maybe we can like pretend there was a UFO sighting here or something.
We can stage it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't let Phoebe see this. Phoebe, if you're watching this, scroll.
Also, like, hi.
Hey. My name's Lottie.
It's like we have so many posters of you in our house. Ignore that. Yes. No, that is the goal. I feel like
that's the goal.
That would be perfect for you.
Yeah.
Did you see her when she came for Laneway?
I did.
Mm-hmm.
I did. I sobbed.
Yep.
Sobbed.
Mm-hmm.
The minute she came up on stage, I just started crying. And then the next morning, I flew to Sydney. No, I did. I flew to Sydney the next day and saw her the day after. And
heck yeah,
lined up
you are committed
at 8 a.m. to see her. I love Phoebe Bridges.
Yeah.
Love her. But yeah, I even obviously if I can't support her, I am first in line to see her play. I can't wait for new Phoebe music.
Yes. Like, I see online all these people like abiding by the rules of the fact that she's doing no phone shows, but they're like oh my god, like,
I think that's
you
awesome.
just have to hear this, and I'm just like, it's to have an artist who can pull that off and have a fan base that'll actually comply
I know
so well with it is such a powerful
That's
thing
amazing.
in today's industry, and I'm obsessed with it all.
Me too. Yeah. Fingers crossed.
Manifest it. Get out your journals and your candles. We're gonna lock this in for you.
Hell yeah.
Yes. Oh, I love that so much. And we're going to pre-save the EP, pre-save the Boathouse now. Make as much noise as you can online. Share your suburban poetry and grotesque yearnings. We're going to get this. We're going to get it to Phoebe Bridges' desk.
Yep. Hell yes.
Oh, I love it. And taking the lens to a little bit more of a local level now, I'd love to know which local acts in our local Meanjin music scene or across the country you've had on repeat lately.
A big one is my best friend Maya.
Mm-hmm.
She is sitting on so much really, really cool music
I
at the moment.
can't wait. Oh my god.
I can't wait till she starts releasing this
Mhm.
year. There's this one song that that she sent me that's just sitting in my files that I just consistently listen to because I'm obsessed with her songwriting. Ugh. I knew that I was gonna get asked this question too, and I didn't think about it. Grace DeVos, she's a new artist in Melbourne. She put out a song called State Line, and it's a really, really cool kind of Julia Jacqueline sort of energy. Hannah Brewer, love her. I wrote with her when I was in Sydney recently. I wrote with her and Lola Scott, and we wrote a really cool song. I love their writing. Who else? I really want to say more.
I always feel like I should prep people when I'm going to ask them this question, but then I feel like sometimes if people came with a list, I'd be like, oh, like
Yeah.
I like that explanation around it.
Yeah. Lily B. Yeah. Do you know Lily B?
I've heard so many people being
She's
like
great.
that is their current favorite new artist.